Hello, and welcome everybody to our Spring 24 season here in EGFC. My name is Jeff, alongside Chamako here, as we get to kick off Rocket League here for the spring season. Looking forward to getting into it. We got a power-packed lineup today.
Yes, we do. We got a UTA, one of the favorites. I mean, actually, let's go to the schedule and see, all the matches that we have today. We were supposed to start with a banger, but it didn't happen. So we are now with UTA and George Washington are going to be going at each other in a few seconds.
Yep, following that, we'll get to see UConn and NAU, two of the top teams here in EGF, and then we're going to round it out with the Blue Hens taking on the Bobcats. But first and foremost here is UTA taking on George Washington. UTA coming in 5-3. George Washington sitting at 4-4 here as we get into the spring season.
Yeah, it seems like UTA, has had a few fall downs, but it was against top competition, so we are not expecting the UTA to go down easily against George Washington. We see the rosters here, seeing Polk and NK against Stick, Maggie and Argnor. So should be an interesting matchup here. I'm curious about George Washington. That's my biggest question right now.
Yeah, this is honestly my first time to get cast in this season. Between a couple of unfortunate forfeits from George Washington, and then just kind of being on the stream that I was not. This is the first look here. I think it's the only team that I haven't had a look at as we get into week 9 of season 5. So I'm still learning about this squad. Styx is the captain alongside Maggie and Argnor. I mean, they've come out 4-4. They've beat some tough teams. I mean, they handed UConn a 3-2 loss. And so, that UConn's a really good school. That speaks volumes here for the Revolutionaries.
Yeah, it's a shame that they have to forfeit so many games. Maybe they will be a little bit better on the standings right now. But regardless, we are in the match. So let's see how UTA and GW and George Washington University played here right now. I'm curious. I'm really curious because we have a lot of expectations on UTA. Not that many data on George Washington, so it's a learning process right now in this game.
UTA definitely one of the top competitors. 2 of their 3 losses were in game 5s, one to UConn, one to Cincinnati, and one to RIT. RIT remaining undefeated as right now. NK playing here today for UTA. That's not normal. We typically see random shy Ed. We're gonna see Polka Dot break the seal and grab first blood. And this one was all the way end to end. Kind of caught me by surprise, to be honest.
Yeah, he got the pass and he was able to shoot very freely. George Washington, they were doing decent on the offense. They were going for the bombs, they were attacking, but then when it came down to the defense, that was a big no-no. They couldn't handle the UTA power. And now, that one, this time around, they were able to get the clear, but it didn't last much. Sane was able to catch it. Sane again hitting the ball on the corner, and that's a pass going to nowhere. So Ink was going to try to I thought he was going to pass it to Singh, but that was not the case. I call him Ink, and it's NK. My bad.
Yeah, either way works. Ooh, Sid might have an opportunity. Just one to beat. Can't quite do it. Trying to put it in the bottom right-hand side. Polka Dot keeps it live. NK playing out of the corner. Doesn't really have much to work with. Just ends up going straight on. Gets blocked. Sin picks it up. Goes over one. Drops it to Poke. Poke gets stuffed at the line. UTA continue to keep the pressure on.
I like it. UTA are moving the ball very well, and in offense, they're looking for each other. And even that, if that means crossing the ball all the way through the, from left to right in the field, so that's pretty good. And they're attacking. Those are power shots that they're putting on the net. I complained a little bit about George Washington's defense in the beginning, but right now they have been stellar, defending every single shot, and that was a great opportunity once again. But seeing on the backboard, defending the ball and not allowing any second chances for George Washington.
Argnor with a good touch midfield. Sticks is now coming in to do the same. We'll get it over Poke. Goes into the corner. Second touch. All the way across the pitch. A short pass to Maggie. Falls off the hood and Poke scoops it up. Screaming downfield with NK at their side. Sid coming in as the third. Takes a shot. 2 go up to block it. Succeeded doing so. Managed even to get it across midfield. George Washington lose control of it at the line. Looks like Argnor will pick it back up, and it's a good steal and a good shot by Pokes. Hidden away by Maggie.
All they needed to make that shot that happened was a bump. If they were able to get a bump in the net, that would have been amazing. But it didn't happen anyways. It was a great pass. And now we see George Washington moving forward. It's Maggie with the opportunity. She missed that one. She was trying to, get it from the ceiling on an opportunity. Sticks from the backboard. A shot very very slow shot from Fornator and not able to do anything on it. Another opportunity here. But, you know, the defense from Polkadot, great defense, and pass was not great. No one on to defend that one. It's going to be an easy one for Polkadot.
Local grab their second goal of the game. Only 2. I mean, it's a great read from Sin. Sin gets the intercept, gets right in between that pass that was headed for the center of the box. At the same time, makes the long distance connection on to Polk. 2-0 to UTA as we've already crossed the 2-minute mark.
I'm just wondering
Now
here.
you'll scoop it up here off the kickoff.
Never mind. Let's continue here. I'm sorry.
No, now you've got me curious. But all right, we'll move on. Good opportunity for Maggie over the top. Good pass there. Sticks will get one home. And George Washington get rid of the goose egg.
Finally getting on the board on that one. Polkadot, that, you know, doing textbook. That was a clear that you want. You want to go to the corner and you want to keep the ball away. If you can keep it close to yourself, maybe a little bit better in that situation. But I mean, he did everything right. However, you're going textbook, so your opponents know what you're trying to do, and they actually went for the corner to catch the ball and then make the pass. So pretty good from George Washington. They still have a chance here on game number 1.
Certainly not out of it yet. Certainly not out of this game yet. Good block there to keep it close and competitive. Pass downfield, intercepted by NK. Going to play that one off the wall. Actually put a little too much on it. Allows George Washington to get the intercept. Argnor kind of battling with Sin. Falls off. Sin corners the goal, has poked down low. Decides to try to punch it home himself and will succeed. Sin finds the back of the net for goal number 3.
I thought they were safe. I thought they had it, and they were going to be able to, you know, get the ball out of the way. But somehow Sticks and Sin combined for that goal. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to go in. I don't know what Sticks was thinking of that ball. But still, you know, sometimes it happens, and well, I mean, they were down anyway. So let's not think too much about it and keep moving on.
Yeah, that's George Washington try to erase that one from their memory.
Yeah.
Gonna have to pick up 2 in quick succession here if they want to tie things up. NK with a nice steal. Also beat Sticks along the wall. Somewhat succeeds in doing so. Sin will come in with the pickup, push the ball towards the net. That one's going off the backboard and in as Sin finds the perfect angle. Pixel on the mark.
Yeah, I think the defense was a little bit out of boost. Also, they got bumped on the way back. They were trying to get there a little bit earlier, and that bump wasn't big, but was enough to give them a little bit of trouble. So George Washington now, you know, way off on the scoreboard. This seems like it's gonna be a game number 1 for UTA. However, you know, I've seen some pretty good things from George Washington. So I don't think that the series is any close to be done yet. Even though the scoreboard is so in favor of UTA.
Yeah, maybe George Washington likes it that way. Some teams just like being underestimated, kind of like playing from behind, give them something to chase a little bit. 13 seconds on the clock. This one's pretty much done and dusted. We'll say George Washington have not won any series in a 3-0 yet this season. They've lost at least 1 game. So, you know, that seems like they are maybe used to fighting from behind, perhaps.
Maybe. Who knows? They gotta, I mean, that goal was good. The one goal that they have, that they seem to be able to hold themselves on the speed against UTA. However, I think UTA is winning the exchanges in the air, but still, you know, George Washington is not looking slow. It's not looking very lost. They have been unfortunate on defense, to be honest with you. You know, that goal that Sin was able to make with help from Sticks was very unfortunate. And then other 2 goals that went in, I think they didn't have the boost, or, you know, were not positioned very well just because, you know, bumps or transitions or things like that. So I mean, I expect game number 2 to be a little bit different. That doesn't mean that UTA is not going to win. I'm not saying that, but I expect George Washington to keep it a little bit closer.
Yeah, see if they can make some adjustments. They got beat deep twice. I think that's definitely one of the adjustments that they could make and keep the third man in a position, or the third player in a position to be back there to intercept, so that they don't get cherry picked on some of those long plays. 'Cause, I mean, that was 2 of their goals right there. That didn't have to happen. That they could possibly avoid moving into the rest of the series.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see next one. And then the third goal that shouldn't have happened was the one from Six. So yeah,
yeah, I mean that's just unlucky.
Well,
the ball took a weird bounce just as Sticks is coming in to try to make a save. I mean, just unlucky.
But the thing is, if we eliminate those, we could be possibly into overtime territory right now. So yes, I'm expecting a closer game number 2. That's it. I mean, it's very easy to say, well, those shouldn't have happened, and it's easy fixes. But maybe they're not easy fixes because maybe they're just so used to play that way. So we shall, I mean, it remains to be seen, and maybe game 2 will give us like a better idea of how they actually play.
Well, and not to take anything away from UTA either. UTA put up 13-4. There's 2 quick back-to-back. Almost got that second one to go. The crossbar, George Washington's best friend right now. Good bump from Polk. NK is going to get that pass right back in, and UTA are threatening, poised to go right back on the attack. Sin's got 2 players down low. NK in the middle, decides to hold on to it and ends up losing it. Polka Dot does come in, get the touch, pushes it back into the corner, and UTA keep this attack going.
UTA doing great on midfield. They're holding the ball, they're keeping the pushing forward and attacking a lot. They're not missing any of those passes that they're doing. You saw how George Washington was going for the pass and they were not able to hit it. That's not happening for UTA at all. I mean, every single time they go for a pass, either you hit it or you just say, well, I can't do it and I'm not gonna force my position to go for the ball. There's an opportunity right there to attack. That's good. That's on the net. But Sin somehow going off the crossbar and denying the ball.
Oh, I can hear the desk slam from here from Sticks. That was wide open. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts. That was a wonderful opportunity. Beautiful passing. Beautiful read from George Washington. Might get a second opportunity here. Sin's touch is a bit weak. And yep, scooped up by George Washington. Shot from Maggie. Immediately stuffed down by NK.
Stick not even close, but Ford was really well placed for that one. Opportunity for Maggie. No, that was Maggie's shot. That was Maggie's shot. She was waiting for it. She was ready. She was gonna put a bomber on the net, but that didn't happen. The communication was not there for George Washington. Now Sticks with no boost. He's trying to keep the ball on the center. He's going for it, but now Polka Dot with a great defense off the wall now has seen and waiting for the pass, going for the bump, and they score somehow. I mean, They didn't get the pass, they didn't get the bump, but they still get this goal.
Oh, it was impossible to block. Polka Dot just bum rushes the goal, and there was either Sin was going to get the contact onto Argnor, or Sin was going to get the follow-up shot. I mean, that was darn near impossible to keep out of the goal. I also want to highlight it. You're talking about Maggie not able to take that shot. It was a wonderful contact from Polk to deny Maggie an opportunity on what would have been a guaranteed goal and go around to the other end, and it's UTA who have the lead.
Argnor, another shot. Nothing to it. I mean, the defense from UTA, somehow they always find 2 people on the net to defend for the attacks of George Washington. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they keep 2 people on net and rotate so well, but they are able to do so. Watch it for the bump. No bump there. George Washington was able to get the clear.
Didn't get out far, though. Sid's able to go over 1. Maggie has to invest a lot of boost to get to that upper right corner. Good clear buys time and enough leads for George Washington to stabilize a little bit. Well, going in, NK tried to get contact, but not able to, and so challenge is there. Back into the blue zone it goes. Beautiful pass, better shot, and Sin finds an impossible angle.
Sin was waiting for it. I mean, look at him. Look at him. Stop and go. Let's
Off
go.
The ball.
Man.
Sick.
Talk about a fly on the wall. You know, no. This is Sin on the wall. Just waiting for it. Just being sure that his teammate was going for the pass and he will take it. That's. I mean, I want a teammate like that because I'm not gonna be able to shoot on the net, but maybe pass it, maybe. So he will do the rest.
Goal number 4 for Sin on the day. Ooh, nice look there. Goes over Sin's head. And Maggie is able to answer right back. George Washington wasting no time as they cut that lead in half.
Those are sneaky shots. Very hard because when you only have 1 person on the net, either, I mean, you're gonna be in one of the posts, right, waiting for the shot, and Maggie had the opportunity to decide, okay, I'm gonna shoot over you basically, and put it on the net. So George Washington, once again, they respond. They have been in this situation. They have the opportunity now, but let's see if they are able to keep close this time around, not like game number 1 where they were, 2-1, and then they allowed 2 more goals, and that was it.
Incredible defensive effort by Maggie there to deny the goal in the 2v1. Still George Washington on the defense. Sticks with a good 50 up against Sin along the wall. NK stops it at midfield and beats that challenge. Trying to chase Maggie into the corner, grab the big boost along the way. Polk gets the ball down low, but loses it close. Sin continues to put pressure on, and it feels like the grip is tightening here for UTA. NK played out of the corner. Nice shot. Almost got the follow-up on their own shot. I don't know how that one was kept out.
Yeah, that was scary. That was scary. It seems like George Washington was thinking that some other player were going for the ball. They were going to challenge beforehand, and they didn't. So it was like a little bit scary, a little bit out of time. Talking about out of time, we only have 40 seconds here on the clock, and George Washington still trailing by 1. They're trying to put some more offense. They're going for the passes now, but it seems like UTA is reading everything. They are on the air a little bit faster than George Washington. Watching for Polka. He's going for the pass. You got to hit that. Watching for NK now. Going to keep the ball near the net. Maybe not even going for the pass, but still wasting a lot of time on the clock. Farnor, what you did there. You gave it away for Polka. Polka now a chance to shoot down the net. That was close. Oh my god, another close one.
No
What's going on?
Comedy of errors. Oh my goodness, a plethora of flubs out of UTA, but at the end of the day, it won't matter here. For game number 2, they will still walk away with the dub and the 2-0 lead in the series.
They look good. Yes, they missed a little bit of shots at the end, but it doesn't matter because you know what? Even though they missed those shots, they were able to control the ball, and at the end, just shut it down. Waste as much time as they needed. And the final play, it was subtle. It was very subtle. They controlled the ball on the air, and then they hit it so that it wouldn't land on the wall, but behind the car who was actually going for holding the ball, and then touch the ground, leave it there. Ease of mind. And game number 2 is on their pockets.
It's a good game from Maggie. Was the highest scoring player in the lobby. She had 4 shots on goal, 3 saves. I mean, stellar on both ends of the pitch. Particularly that 1v2. That was an incredible defensive effort, and it would have immediately been a 3-1 and definitely out of reach of George Washington if not for that. So certainly some bright sides, definitely some signs of life coming out here from the Revolutionaries. Just needed that. I mean, they were one goal away. So close.
They've been able to score twice, right? I mean, 1 in every single game. So their offense is kind of fine, kind of. They're easy to read. I mean, UTA has been reading them fairly easy. I'm not saying they're easy to read, but UTA has been doing a stellar job on the defense. But GW, I mean, George Washington, they need to find a way to improve their defense a little bit more. Yes, they went from 4 goals in the first, allowing 4 goals in the first game to 2 on the second one. Maybe keep halving it, and allow only 1 on this game number 3, and maybe you have a chance.
Well, they still gave up a lot of shots, though. Gave up 13 shots in game 1, 12 shots in game 2, and there's Maggie stepping up. George Washington, you needed this player to continue to excel. And it's this time that George Washington's able to strike first.
Very, very similar to the goal she made on game number 2. Very similar to that one, the way they shot on the net. So, George Washington, first time that they have the lead here on the series. And, usually after they score, they look a little bit better. So maybe this is what they need, right? An early goal here and have the lead. And maybe they can just get the... I don't know, maybe the confidence that they need.
Yeah, you bet. That'll fire your teammates up in an instant. Are you kidding? The comms start livening up. Everybody wakes up, gets that energy. It's exactly what George Washington needs here to carry through. Start this reverse sweep. I mean, they're able to score early. And a good still there at midfield. Might be able to tack on another one. That shot goes a little high. Six is going to drop it back. Argnor can't quite muscle it in. An awkward bouncing ball right in front of the net. Maggie decides to use the backboard, try to drop it back. Argnor sneaks it under. We'll find goal number 2.
Argnor just being there the whole time. He was waiting and waiting and waiting. Look at how he flipped to get that shot and then, position himself in a great place in attack. Now, 2-goal lead for George Washington. This is something, I mean, if you had asked me, I will tell you no way. It's not going to happen. 2 goals in the early minute. No, I don't think so. But looking pretty good themselves. They're more confident. They understood that being very passive on the offense was not working for them. So maybe let's start doing some more damage really close to the net.
Hey, you know what's a good way to have a better defense is to not let your opponent get the ball. You be the one taking all the shots. Stay in your opponent's zone the whole time. Your defense will look great.
I agree, 100%.
Maggie with a good steal here will help protect that midfield line. George Washington still end up giving up possession. Slow Drifter is easily cleared out, but still UTA continue to pile on shots. That one blocked by Maggie and sent to the outside. Polk with a touch at midfield, and UTA have a bit of an opportunity now as they slowed down with the ball going in the corner. Sin will take a look. That one's off the wall. Polk is way in the backfield. Not in a position to challenge Argnor at all, and Argnor just waltzes this is back into the orange half. Good touch from Sin, though, and it goes the other direction.
You can see that UTA now, they're putting the pressure.
Oh, that was nasty.
That block right there, almost a dunk. They didn't allow the ball to go anywhere. And that's, I mean, it's unfortunate because, yes, you usually should try to avoid that, but when you have two defenders, you had two people going into the ball. So now where do you go? I mean, left or right? They're blocked, right? The only opportunity you had was to go down, maybe under. And you know, with the position that they had, that was impossible to actually hit the ball that way. Watch it now. That was a crazy play, but UTA just faking one player, and then out of nowhere, the second one comes in and is able to hit the ball. That was a nasty pass.
Oh, I know. I mean, the speed on that shot. 81 miles per hour. That was an absolute laser. And just like that, UTA have managed to come back. It didn't take them long. Took 75 seconds for George Washington to go up by 2. Took another 75 seconds for UTA to erase that lead and pile on another one as Sin puts UTA on top. Goal number 6 on the day.
UTA getting wild now. I mean, 3 touches to get 2 touches to get the clear, and I love those clears. I love the clears when you don't clear the ball yourself, but you use your teammate to actually, you know, get the ball faster and further. So, you know, 1-2, and then getting the pass on the third one. That was amazing, insane, just being so in sync with the teammates. So now UTA getting the lead, and I was telling you, I mean, if George Washington is able to get a better defense, maybe they have a chance, but that doesn't seem to be happening here on game number 3.
I mean, when you have Polk and Sin just with that level of connection, I mean, they're psychically connected, it feels like, here in game number 3. That was such a wicked pass, and now Polk is able to sneak past 2, has Sin backing him up, but it's a good touch that allows George Washington to escape a dangerous situation. 6 tries to shoot low, but it gets deflected outside.
George Washington pushing forward now, just trying to put the pressure once again. Look at the demos, they do need those. I'm just wondering why it took them so long to actually try to go for demos once again. Maybe they were trying and just not being successful. Maggie now with the opportunity going for the shot. I thought she was going for the pass. Maybe the net was widely contested, and now double commit there, but then works. Argnor here with that shot. I think both of the players actually going high, confused NK on the net, and maybe he wasn't ready for that.
NK just was not ready for that angle. I mean, it was such a tight angle. You had, 3 feet of space behind NK and then 97 feet of space on the other side. And Argnor finds the gap at that 3 feet of space. That was incredible accuracy. And we are tied up with just over a minute to go. Sticks, gets robbed. Polk just put a long ball down. NZ's coming for it. NZ gets the shot. NZ gets the goal. NK puts UTA back on top.
NK, finding the shot. It was a tough angle for Maggie. It is. Those reads off the wall are kind of difficult to actually hit, and it's easier when you are attacking instead of defending. So NK, had all the opportunity. Easy shot for him. Meanwhile, Maggie, not so easy for her. So they're down. Washington is Joshua Washington once again down here. Only less than a minute on the clock, and UTA trying to find that 5th one. I mean, they're relentless. They don't stop.
George Washington were able to find an answer last time. Can they continue? NK looking for another one. Sin not able to get to the goalie in time to make the important contact. Okay, might have another opportunity. Sin gets denied. Maggie wins the 50. Just under 30 to go. Argnor working out of the corner. Touch, puts the ball up high. That shot is wide. Maggie chasing the ball back down. NK in front of it. Maggie never gets a piece of it. Ball lands and poke slap. Poke finds goal number 5. And UTA might have just put this one away.
It feels bad in this time around. You know, Maggie was trying to go for the shot. You know, read on the wall and get the clear. And the teammates were trusting 100% that Maggie will get that. And I'm not mad. They needed to trust because, I mean, they're down 1 goal. So if you're going to do the comeback, you actually have to trust and try to, you know, go faster on the offense after that clear. That wasn't the case. UTA was able to get that 5th one, and they're going to run down the clock. And, you know, that's it. UTA is going to have the series 3-0. I mean, 3-0, yes, but I think George Washington looked quite good. If you ask me, I don't think it was a bad 3-0 for them.
No, particularly in that game 3. We certainly saw them come to life a lot more as the offense was able to get some work done. I mean, they were able to, especially in that first 75 seconds. I mean, it was all George Washington as far as the shots on the board, as far as the aggression coming in. They were very much controlling the tempo, but yeah, they lost it somewhere about that 2.5-minute mark, maybe a little more, as UTA able to wrestle it back and look as dangerous as ever.
Well, you told me about them, you know, before the match was starting. You said they're really good. They're always looking good. We mentioned that this is not the what would be the stellar team, the A team, whatever, you know,
right?
They're from UTA, but still, I mean, if these guys are screaming with the other guys from UTA, then they're bound to be good as well. So yes, looking strong, and I can't wait to see more of them eventually in the future.
Well, we're going to get to talk to him here in just a moment. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. It's going to be an interview with NK. We'll see you there in a minute. Off the back of the 3-0 victory, we get to have a little chat here with our winners from UTA. We're actually an NK in on the line. NK, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to come talk with us. Congrats on the dub.
Yeah, thank you so much.
This is my first time casting you. Are you new to the team, or when did you join, or what's the story with you getting on here with UTA?
Yeah, so we had our varsity have one player graduate, and so they brought someone up from this team, and so we had tryouts, and I ended up making this team, and so yeah, so here I am.
Oh, congratulations! It's good to see you. I mean, it's quite the debut indeed. What year are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in the 2nd semester of my freshman year.
Right on. Well, welcome. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts on today's performance?
I was really nervous just because I haven't grinded Rocket League in a long time, and these past 4 days I've been really hard at it. So a bunch of nerves going on. It's the first time I'm representing my school.
Well, I thought you did great, man. I thought you had a great debut.
Thank you.
No, definitely. You look great, and I mean, if you ask any other person, they probably wouldn't have known that you were not on the roster. I mean, only 4 days and that's it. I mean, have you screamed anyone, or did they put you here and this is the first match that you have had with them, you know, at all, or how has it been for you guys, and the team?
So the only time I've actually played was an hour before this, playing ranked with my teammates. But other than that, it's all just been a bunch of casual matches before this.
Okay.
And
No way.
yeah, so here we are.
That is incredibly impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the synergy was there. There were a couple of passing plays that I was telling Jeff here that, you know, the way you guys went for passing from game number 1, you were trying to find each other every single time. And there was one play where I think it was you getting the clear, but you pass it to one of the teammates, and then I think it was a polka to the other person. What was the name? I'm sorry.
Sin,
and then Sin scores. I think that was the the process of the play, but I'm not sure. But that requires a lot. I mean, that's not something that happens just from day one. I mean, and you say you were not grinding Rocket League at all. How do you even get into a team without grinding the game, and then how do you become so fluid with the teammates in such short time?
I think it's just playing around your own teammates. Obviously, I was trying to play it really safe because, like I said, haven't had any experience playing with my 2 other teammates. So I tried to just be the good old third man, the good old support, and try to look for the vision that they see.
You seem to kind of get a little bit more comfortable there in game number 3. We saw you put up 2 goals, including the go-ahead goal that got the lead. That one was one of my favorite goals of the whole series. Take me through that moment. Like, what were your thought process going into that one?
I really want to yell, but we still had 13 seconds left and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, the vibes were high during game 3. I got really comfortable after game 2, and I just want to win.
Awesome. Well, hey, you managed to pull it out. You managed to pull it out with a clean 3-0, as a matter of fact. So big congratulations there. Any shout-outs you want to give here before we let you get out of here from your very first interview here at EGF?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to Noah, Adverse, Colin, and Random Shy, and my 2 other teammates for giving me the opportunity to be here. I appreciate it. And you guys for casting the game. I appreciate it as well.
Too kind, NK. You're too kind, and I have no doubt that we'll get plenty more chances to chat in the future. Well, thanks again for taking the time to join us, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you so much. You guys have a good night.
Good night. You as well. All right, there you go. Newcomer here to UTA, joining a legendary squad here in EGFC, and what a debut indeed. That was quite impressive. But that does it for our first match of the night. It'll bring us on as we get into well, I guess that would bring us to our second match of the night, right? I guess 2 follows 1. We'll continue moving forward. I'll figure this thing out eventually. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, UConn taking on NAU, and EGFC continues. All right, we are well and truly back in the swing of things here as we get into our second match of our spring season 2024. My name is Jeff, back here with Shamako. As we get into our second matchup, we've got the Huskies taking on the Lumberjacks. This should be a good one.
It should be. I was looking at the stats here, and you know, the Huskies with an impressive record so far. The Lumberjacks, not so much. But when I'm actually looking into it, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, most of their losses are game number 5s.
I think it's the other way around. It's NAU who are 7-1, and the Huskies who are 4-4. But you are not wrong on.
My bad. Yes, completely.
You're not wrong about the map 5s though. Holy cow! 3 of the 4 losses for UConn have been game 5 losses, including UTK, Washington State, and George Washington University. I mean that's rough. I mean that's 1 game away from having a 7 record 3 different occasions.
Yeah, and the only lone non-game 5 loss was against RIT, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so which is, okay, that's fine if you don't lose on game number 5 against them. But other than that, I mean, they're fighters. These guys are willing to go all the way in.
Absolutely. I mean, and this is another team, much like UTA, who we just saw, very storied squad here in EGFC, but had a lot of players either graduate or moving on to where they're focused more on CRL or something of that nature, like what we saw with UTA. So we've had a bit of a turning of the guard here at UConn. Still have Shiro around. We'll take a look at those rosters here momentarily, but definitely have not put up the same level, haven't had that same level of excellence that they had found in previous seasons.
I'll take your word. I mean, you're the maestro here. You're the one that has the stats. So I'll believe you. So we're watching the roster here for both teams. Anyone that stands out for you?
I mean, Chronicle, the captain, the leader here of NAU. I mean, definitely a standout performer. NAU are going to be really hard to beat. They're a fast squad. They're a fundamental squad. They're explosive. This could easily be the team to take it all the way. It's like RIT are the only ones in their sights. RIT is the only team yet this year to beat the Lumberjacks, and I think a lot of it is based on the leadership from Chronicle and what he brings to the table.
I'm excited to see it. Then let's see how they move on. And well, you didn't mention the other two guys, but if they are under a good leader, it should be performing fairly well. I mean, and it's 7-1 squad, right? I mean, you don't expect anything bad from them. So let's see. NAU against Yukon starts now.
Yeah, Galaxy's very mechanically gifted. Played with the squad last year. Beast is a bit newer. I think was new to NAU back in fall. But another powerhouse, another just tour de force on the pitch. So they would be my favorites coming into this. Let's see if Yukon can prove me wrong, as right now Yukon are just trying to get out of their own zone.
And not able to do so, actually. You know, they're fighting on the midfield. They're trying to go for that ball and moving around, but it's been proven to be quite hard to pass off NAU's defense. They're trying to attack, but you know, it's one man going at the attack. Now going for the pass. That was a good shot. That was a very good shot. How do you say that name? Shiro,
exactly.
Shiro? Okay.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass from Noah there with a read off the wall, gets a little touch to beat Beast, then makes the back pass, and then the beautifully accurate shot. It didn't have a whole lot of power behind it. Didn't need it.
Didn't need it because Chronicle was facing the other way around, so Shiro knew that it was just a matter of putting the ball behind Chronicle and that will go in. So, I mean, we talk a lot about NAU, but Yukon are the one to start off hot on the game.
And it's exactly what they needed. I think Yukon get a momentum behind them, and they could really surprise some people here in this NAU matchup. They could, just surprise NAU themselves. Galaxy's gonna be working out of the backfield, but Noah with a beautiful placement. 50 from Beast, sends it back the other way. Gavin has it in response. A little bit of ping pong back and forth here in this matchup. It lands on NAU's side. Noah in a 1v3 loses that to Beast, but some good play at the midfield line will keep it in the zone.
I see some fairly fancy players from NAU trying to get a bump in the air or maybe going for the extreme passes, which is, I mean, it's fine. If it works, then go for it, but I'm not sure if they should go back to a little bit more fundamentals against this Yukon squad. Time will tell, and they shall, make the adjustments if they need to do so. Only one goal game so far, so not a big deal. We still have, more than half of the time of the match here to go. That was a great shot, but Galaxy's able to stop it. Another shot behind Chronicle, and this time around, I mean, they were not able to put it on the net. That was very close for Yukon.
Oh, yeah, Shiro was out with back. That's definitely a goal if that was on target.
Oof.
Chronicle's clear is short and won't escape the zone. Nice little quick pass. Gavin's able to sneak around one, playing it off their hood. Chronicle goes in for the challenge. Short pass down to Shiro. That one gets bumped high. Noah's going to keep it in, throws it back into the near side corner. Shiro's able to find it and just trying to work that backboard, see if they can get it to fall to a favorable teammate. But NAU were able to stop it every step of the way, and now have managed to work their way into the blue half.
Ball doesn't go away from the blue half. They keep attacking NAU. You see how Galaxy was trying to fake a little bit too much. Chiro was able to get the best of the exchange. Beast now, how much in the tank? How much will he be able to put it over to defenders? Not quite, but the ball's still in danger zone. Noah with a weak clear, and that's going to be in from Chronicle.
Yeah, it's all that one from a mile away. I just saw Chronicle sitting there, and you see Noah rolling kind of slow, and it's like, oh, yeah, you're about to get sniped. Chronicle's going to come steal that off your car real quick. It's exactly what happens. And you are able to respond.
It feels bad. It feels bad because Noah, in his mind, he knew exactly what to do, but his fingers decided to, play a trick. That was a nasty shot from Gavin. Wow.
It did not take the Huskies long to find an answer, to find a response. Everybody from NAU committed into that corner. That was a rare mistake to see. To me, see a mistake at that level from the Lumberjacks is pretty rare.
Well, they did it. The Yukon took advantage out of it. They made him pay rather quickly. They have the lead once again into this match. We're telling you that these are fighters. They will go for everything. They have gone against the very best and fight their way through, either win or loss by a small margin. So, while ticking down now, going only with 80 seconds left of the match. You can put in the pressure wisely. I mean, yes, they put in the pressure, but they're just waiting patiently also for mistakes from UConn, which are not many. Now we see a demo here, but there's gonna be Noah going for the cookser from the wall. Beast with the hit and just giving the ball away now. This is what Noah wanted. Galaxy hitting the ball. It's gonna be Gavin in the air really quickly, passing to Chiro. Okay, not a pass, actually. Not quite a pass that they needed, but still, you know, wasting the clock, running down the clock as much as they can, and they have the lead, so this is what they need.
Good book from Noah on that one. I mean, yeah, you're talking about UConn being fighters. I mean, they are certainly warriors to the core. Slow rolling shot. Nobody goes up for it. You kind of freezes there on the line. It works out for him for the moment. Ball's in front of the net. Oh, no, Shiro can't quite get to it in time. Ends up with a back pass. Still, UConn are threatening to put the dagger here right in front of the Lumberjack net. That line. Gavin in over the top. Ball still dangerous position. No one's going to chase this one down all the while. NAU need this ball to be in the blue half. 10 seconds to go, and they're still down by 1. The clear is here from UConn. They're threatening once again right in front of the net. They won't find the back of it. Beast loses control. This is game 1. Not done yet.
Not the moment to get a party invite, to be honest with you. Not the moment. Not the moment. This is too close for that. Another hit, and I mean, somehow,
there it is.
NAU was keeping it alive for a little bit. I mean, for a while there, but UConn ended up getting the win. I mean, happy,
thank you, Shiro.
like
Shiro,
surprisingly good way.
Yeah, thank you.
The only one to stay there and give us some stats. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate
Shiro.
it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Shamaka.
Well, he got the 2 goals, so he got everything we needed. No, actually, no. He got 1, but I don't think he got 2.
He got 1, and Gavin got 1.
Yeah, Gavin got another 1. So yeah, I mean, I think NAU started a little bit too slow. They didn't give the respect to UConn early on the match.
And I was talking about that UConn were certainly the underdogs coming into this, and well, they gave us a quick answer onto at least how they feel about this match. They certainly feel this is theirs to take home. And I'd have to agree with you. NAU looked a little slow, almost uncharacteristically so. They're in game 1. Maybe just need to warm up. You know, maybe just a little cold coming into our first game of spring. We'll see what the rest of the series has in store. You know, I've seen plenty of teams come back from an 0-1 loss.
Well, this
Chronicle's
is a good
gonna
start.
score right out of the gate.
Start.
Yeah.
This time around, they're not playing games. Just going for it right away.
Yeah, the captain has both of NAU's goals so far.
And it seems like they actually called that one because Chronicle was very in their face. Like, okay, he was cheating on the ball and just going right into it to get it. So, and once more, you know, they are off the kickoff, and you see someone from NAU just being very close to the ball, not allowing an easy clear from UConn.
And the way Beast played that kickoff, being the first touch, you can tell that was absolutely calculated. Galaxy is just all alone back here. Made this one look easy. What a steal. There is nobody else even remotely close. Noah might have kind of graced to the bottom of the screen, but holy cow.
But that's what you get when you're able to outpace your opponents. Now, oh my, okay. I see the demos. I see them. Don't need to keep going that hard. I mean, they have families, please, guys. I want to see them on the screen.
Seriously.
Touch there, and NAU just keeping control of the ball. A touch from Noah was great, and no one decided to go for the ball from NAU. So you see UConn now putting some pressure. They missed the shot, and now it is NAU taking advantage of that one. They're going for the second touch. Maybe anyone? Oh, great save by Gavin.
Noah with 30 has the highest score on UConn at the moment. As we were bouncing around their players, it was like 11, 12, and then 30. That's how little they've been able to even touch the ball, much less get a shot on goal. This has been incredibly one-way traffic. The Lumberjacks have certainly woken up.
Looking really strong right now. But you can not giving it yet, not giving it, and they have a lot of time. I mean, they were able to score twice on the previous match. So yes, they have shown that they have the skills. That demo came a little bit too late. They still putting the pressure now. The shot was good, but Chronicle somehow putting the car, you know, just in between the ball and the net, somehow finding the way to do so. Chronicle now opportunity for the dribble. I love it. I love it. Keep the ball close, and now maybe go for the pass if you can. Gavin with an excellent save and going over everyone. Opportunity now for the for the pass. No pass at all. Galaxy just too present on that play.
It took a little bit too long to make a decision what they wanted to do with it. Gave time for Galaxies to come in and make the challenge. Gavin loses control here. That is not good. Jiro with a great intercept to get in front of Beast's pass. And at least give UConn a chance here at a goal, but looks like they won't even get a shot. Galaxy's touch into the corner. Beast is going to go towards the net. Chronicle! Oh, puts it off the crossbar. That was a pixel away from goal number 3.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Chronicle now trying to redeem himself. A great pass, and that's going to be it. Oh! That was so close. So close to be a great defense. Sadly, it just fell down, and that's it. I mean, Noah couldn't have done anything better. It was just a matter of luck, and you know, yes, he covered as much of the net as he could. He tried to read the play, but at the same time, I mean, what else can you do on that to defend that one?
Seriously, I mean, that was a wicked pass from Chronicle to Galaxies. I mean, the fact that Noah even got a piece of it was exceptional. I would have been sitting there with 2 broken angles 5 miles away from that ball. I mean, that was an incredible effort from the defense. But alas, 3-0 to NAU.
Ooh, bad communication there. I think Gavin had a better shot. Maybe an opportunity to, you know, maybe not even shoot, but at least get a pass. That wasn't the case. And 2 minutes left here. Oh my
no
God.
way!
Wow, that's for the previous one.
I was watching that one going, no. Like, you could just tell the angle on that. It was going to drop right under the crossbar. That was incredible shot.
4-0. What a wake up for NAU.
After a 1-2 loss in game 1, no less. This is going to be 5-0.
Yeah.
Galaxy's got the Hattie. Is that our first hat trick of the day? Let me check back on my notes. That is indeed our first hat trick of the day.
It is. So UConn, I mean, I don't want to trash talk them any at all. It's just unfortunate the events right now. They're not being able to, you know, hit anything consistently in this match, and not being able to play at the speed from NAU at all.
And this is what I was talking about, just the explosiveness of this squad. This is what I'm used to NAU looking like. And yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of time. I mean, there's still 90 seconds on the clock, but I think we've got 2 shots total out of UConn so far. I mean, they have barely even seen NAU's side of the pitch. They're gonna get 2 here, but not for long. Chronicle will get that touch. Dance around Gavin here in the corner. Noah's gonna go in for it. Doesn't get a solid piece of it. Chronicle even gets a shot on. Follow-up is good. Beast puts in goal number 6.
Those follow-ups from NAU, I mean, they are so dangerous. Look at how they open the net right now, because the transition is so fast that it doesn't give UConn the opportunity to have players on the net. And then you make one shot, the person that is on the net tries to save it, but it forces that person, that goalie, to get out of the way. And then it's an open net, an easy one for the second player from NAU to actually score. Here we see a goal from UConn. Very speedy, a little bit to Beast maybe falling asleep, maybe hibernating a little bit now in the winter. But that's not gonna make any difference here on the final score. No,
I'm afraid not. I mean, I would love to see it make a difference. I would love to see that be the start of just 6 goals in a row and we get an OT here.
in a minute, right?
Yeah. But yeah, no, Beast tried to cheat up after the previous kickoff, and it was a good adjustment from Noah. Noah wasn't having any of it that time, so. I mean, UConn, you know, you call them fighters. They are definitely in here still fighting, and after eating this one, they will certainly get a chance to show us the ferocity of their character heading into Game 3.
I don't know, I'm hoping that Game number 3 is, becomes like game number 1. You know, I mean, not saying that UConn needs to win. They're saying that it needs to be more contested. That these two teams,
a one-goal game, super close. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I want to see. So let's see. I mean, definitely UConn is just putting all the data on their system after this match, after this loss, and just processing everything and finding out what they need to do to just play better on game number 3. And I'm saying, I mean, just looking at the records, that's something that they definitely do. You don't go to game 5s all over against, you know, every single team. When you lose, I'm talking about the losses, right? Just by playing the same way, you make adjustments, you try different things, and you improve. And their wins have been consistent too. I mean, they have won like 3-1, 3-0, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, they're solid. They're a solid team. This Brazil that we just see here, it's not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be the end of them right now.
Warriors to the core. And you can tell kind of they're looking forward. I mean, you saw there at goal number 7. You know, Shiro just didn't really try to stick with the Galaxies, to stick with the second player on that defense. It's like, all right, let's just eyes are on game 3 now. Hey, we actually get to see our shot totals, at least for one team. I'm fairly confident it was sub 3 for UConn.
It might have been. Yeah, I don't feel like they had too much possession of the ball, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're right on that stat. Sub, you know, 3 or less shots for UConn, sadly.
But back to my previous point, I mean, it's all eyes here on game number 3. This is going to be a decider. This is going to determine who's going to take the lead, and it's really going to, I think, show us if UConn are able to keep their heads in the game. Can they stay calm and collected after eating a Brazil like that? Holy cow!
Again, I wouldn't be
shots
surprised.
are like 16-2. You know, I mean, like that was extremely overwhelming.
Yeah. So something happened there. Chad is talking about the possibilities of why that was the case. Regardless, which is the game number 3 now. And as you mentioned, you know, this is a big deal for the guys in UConn. So let's see. I'm you know, I'm hasty. I want to see it. I want to see how they react to this loss. And wow, that was a good reaction actually. That was good start. Yeah. Pissed with the save, but that was a good reaction from UConn.
And I suppose it's worth noting, I mean, we started on East servers, went to West servers after UConn won game 1, as the loser gets to choose the server. Now, I'm not sure the ping is going to be game-breaking as far as from either side, but maybe it's just a mental thing. You know, it's that, oh, we're playing on our home field advantage now. And look at that. Already, UConn have more shots in this game than they did the entirety of game 2.
Yeah. We just get to see the pings as well. Thank you, producer. You know, I know Chad was wondering a lot about it, so I appreciate that. Another shot here. That's gonna go in. That's in. Oh my god. And you were talking about how many shots UConn was putting on the net, but they also put a nasty demo right on the net that he didn't allow anyone else to be there to save that one. And now UConn takes the lead early on the first minute of the match.
Yeah, it was a good raid. Both the NAU players went to the left side of the screen. The ball bounces out towards the right side. And, well, that's exactly where Shiro was waiting for that one. Now Gavin over the top gets under another one. It's 2-0 UConn.
He got the fleece, the flip reset off the ceiling. You know, he hit it off the ceiling, then the flip reset, and then went in between 2 defenders. I thought that ball was not going in, but maybe the defenders were expecting something different, and they were not ready for that. I don't know. Whatever it is, they still got the goal. So 2-0, early one for UConn, looking extremely way better than game number 2, and that was very close. Another opportunity here, off the wall, trying to get it in. The great save for Chronicle.
Yeah, we saw a good save of the backfield from Gavin off of the kickoff. They made adjustments after losing a kickoff goal in game 2. And now, off of that great goal from Noah, the follow-up, getting the second touch here after the actually, Chronicle didn't even get a piece of that. I thought that was a dunk. Chronicle didn't even get a piece of that. That was just a great follow-up shot.
But by the way, I think Gavin was the one who had the assist. Instead of shooting on the net, he saw 2 defenders over there. He decided to go very close to the net, off the post, but not the net straight to it. So it forces people to go down, and then they were able to, you know, get the shot after there were less defenders on the net. That was a nasty save by Noah. How did he get there? I mean, I thought it was going to be an easy shot from NAU, but regardless, Beast was able to catch that one and keep the follow-up. cleaning up the house after that denial and getting the first goal for NAU.
Yeah, I think Noah traveled like from space to make that save. That was incredible. But Beast sticking with the play and follows up with a fantastic shot of their own, really a pair of them. NAU get themselves on the board. Immediately back on the defense here after the kickoff. Ooh, good touch from Beast. That would have been a goal for sure. Play it off the wall against Shiro. Decides to go forward, use the wall. Shiro will not let it bounce the way they want, and it forces Galaxy's back. Shiro's able to push the ball over their head, but Chronicle protects the midfield line. Still has an opportunity ahead of it, but Noah had more boost. Is able to deflect the ball, but doesn't go far. He's playing out of the corner. Gavin off the wall, trying to push it all the way back. Can't beat Chronicle. That's an empty net. Oh, no. Chronicle. Oh, no. Why didn't he take the follow-up shot?
Yeah, he didn't have it. He somehow he didn't have the boost, the wheel, or whatever it is, to get the follow-up shot, and that's what they needed. They actually needed a little bit of a push on the ball to make that goal. It would have been, it would have made the game so much closer because when you're off that one goal, so close of one goal lead, then you feel like yeah, things can be done.
Yeah, no, the momentum
not
goes
so much
up.
pressure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. I know what you're saying. Yeah, you get that one goal in, suddenly the confidence goes up a bit more for NAU. There we go. That's a good pass. Intercepted by Gavin. Immediately shuts
so
down
close.
the centering pass. That shot's off the mark. No will get demo, but Shiro comes away with the ball. Has Galaxies to beat. Gets over Beast as well. Shiro beats 2 to put up goal number 4.
Not even, beats too, but also the steal. Just going after the ball, getting it away from Galaxies, and just continuing the action. That was great, and Beast was so confused on that succession of play, because it was like, okay, should I go? Should I wait here? Galaxy, can he do something? Can he get the bump at least, or help me out somehow? It's a 2v1 situation. We should be able to play as a team, but no. That wasn't the case. That wasn't at all the case. And Yukon just extending the lead now. Once again, a 3-goal lead for them.
Galaxy's trying to cut that down, but Shiro's able to make them stop. Chronicle up high. Dangerous ball in front of the net. Galaxies eventually will find that one and cut the lead back down to 2 with 90 seconds to go.
And Chronicle just stealing that ball and making it awkward for Gavin because Gavin was watching the ball in the air, so he has no idea where Galaxies is. He's just looking at the ball up high, seeing as his teammate didn't get the ball and Chronicle was able to steal it. So he was taking his time. He was maybe not ready for that shot from Galaxies. So very good play from Chronicle, and now better off for NAU, but still trailing by 2 here. They still have a lot of work to do.
Get it done. Right now they're in front of their own net. They need to keep this one out. Noah can't get that one home. Shiro can. 3 goals on 3 shots here for Shiro, the captain of the Huskies.
Yeah, you gotta be listening to the MVP chants. I will be feeling that way if I'm cheering right now. Yes, give me the ball, pass it to me. I'm ready.
Oh, and we were wondering how would UConn respond to losing 1-7? Would they still come out with that fighting spirit, that warrior spirit that you were highlighting so much of in Game 1? Yes, the answer is a very emphatic, absolute yes. The Huskies have come to play. Less than a minute to go. They're up by 3.
Not only play, but dominate as well at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at those demos as well. Going forward now. Galaxy, that wasn't the best play. That wasn't the best play. That's gonna be another one. Yes, Galaxy, you had to hit the ball, but in a different way. Maybe not towards the center of the net. Maybe other side to the corner if you can. Again, easier said than done. Hindsight is 2020. Yes, I am not playing. That will be the ideal thing, not to put it there. So sadly, it happened, and UConn will take advantage of that mistake. So 4-goal lead now. 30 seconds left. This is it. UConn is getting game number 3.
Certainly looking that way. And headed into, moving into match point with a lot of wind in their sails, a lot of confidence going on. Good shot there. Great save by Beast. And knowing that they can stop this incredibly explosive offense, I think most importantly. Chronicle trying to get something they could take into the next game, but
if you can keep Shiro as involved in the offense and as he has been here on game number 3, well, you should be feeling really good. I think that's going to be a key factor for UConn to keep competitive here and maybe end the series in 4 games. We shall see. We shall see. This was just flipping the coin completely after game number 2. Just giving them a little bit of a feel of their same medicine. It was a 6-2, not a 7-1, but still very, very dominant UConn.
Yeah, I mean, it was not close. It was certainly a response and a great demonstration from UConn. Now, how can they get it done on the other server? Now, again, I kind of feel it's almost like a lucky rabbit's foot thing. I feel like, Shamako. Like if you're on your server, it's just almost more of a comfort. I mean, certainly it does have a little bit of impact, but I don't know. I can't help but wonder how much of that is mental.
Good games, everyone has them. It happens. So maybe it's not even the server. Maybe they each one of them had a good game, and that's what happened. So we shall see. We shall see game number 4. We shall see now if it was mental or not. I am not a great player myself, so I have been in 80 pin. I have been in 8 pin, and I play equally as bad. So, but that's me. That's me. That's me. Okay. So in their case, the game is so much faster. So maybe they needed a little bit more of a better ping. Maybe they see some rubber banding themselves, but that was not my case. I am not saying it's a big deal or not. I am just giving you what my noob hands and brain, felt on the ping. So we shall see if it actually makes a difference on game number 4.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see which team can get their captain involved more. I mean, we're talking about getting Shiro involved, making sure Shiro can be involved in these plays, and I think it was an incredible good point. Comes away with has the hat trick there in game number 3. Chronicles seems to set up Galaxies more, whereas Shiro seems to be right at the heart of it. But I mean, Shiro and Gavin have certainly made some good connections. But Shiro's at the heart of it there for the Huskies for sure.
I feel that way too. I feel like he's the heart and soul of the team. He is that explosive player that they needed. But everyone was playing very active, very physical. They got more demos on this match. They got definitely more shots than they did before. They went in from the get-go. They were not being passive at all on the kickoffs, which is something that actually played for NAU on game number 2. You see how Chronicle went in for the kickoffs like right away. He got the goal. Then Beast was very in your face, and Galaxies was able to hit an open net because they were so emphatic at the kickoffs. So again, UConn flipping the coin, doing the same thing themselves, and it worked. NAU was not ready for that comeback.
Game number 4, Huskies up 2-1, and this kickoff goes into a perfect 50. These teams seem pretty darn neutral here in the opening seconds of game 4. You're trying to get the ball out of there and ends up in the junkyard for their trouble. Ooh, a couple of early demos here from NAU. They are certainly not afraid to get physical if they feel like that's what the game requires.
I love physicality in Rocket League. I mean, as long as you don't lose positioning, as long as you're not overcommitting for going for a bump or a demo, then by all means, please do it. Just make it weird for your opponents. I would have jumped a little bit earlier there if I was Noah to actually hit the bump. Regardless, it didn't matter. Gavin was able to read that like a book. Galaxy just too slow on that one. And look at Chronicle. He couldn't believe that ball was actually going in. He tried his best, but that was not one for him to
I can't believe that ball went in.
I
That was
can't
an
believe it
insane
either.
shot. How do you make that read to win that 50 against Galaxies and then to bump it up and get the bounce off the ceiling to come in at almost a perfect top-down angle and beat Chronicle as well? That was insane.
Calculated. Gotta call it.
I can't argue.
I mean, from good players, I'll believe it. For me, calculated all the way. But from them, I'll believe it. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So regardless, UConn starting off strong here. That was a missed pass that almost costly greatly because NAU saw it right through, and they were trying to get the clear. Good thing that you can decide to leave the third player a little bit farther behind. Was able to save and defend that ball. That wasn't. It's very close. Base not close enough, and now Shiru opportunity. Oh, that was good. Almost a dunk to get the second goal. Almost.
That was so close. Chronicle just barely got there in time. Galaxy says Shiro in front of him. Shiro makes some good contact. Ball ends up along the outside wall. Gavin with a bit of a misplay here in the corner. Yeah, Noah has to come up and get the touch.
I was so confused with Gavin. So confused.
Yeah, it just landed the wrong direction. It just happens. It's good to have friends, you know? Noah's there to back them up. But no, look. UConn have got a demo. They're in front of the net. They're making plays. Oh, they can't make shots, though, apparently.
That was a good defense. That was NAU just covering all the bases and not allowing the shot. But UConn did whatever they needed to do. And that ball was going over the net, just forcing Gavin to make it weird. Gavin having trouble with the clears. I don't know. I don't want to think that way because after such a great game number 3, you don't want to miss game number 4 by poor clears. But that seems to be the way. And NAU is dominating those corners.
I mean, it's certainly the way they found success here with this goal.
Damn.
An easy takeaway, a clean setup, an uncontested Galaxy sitting dead middle in the center of the box. That was one of the easiest goals that NAU has gotten this season.
He parked there like an Uber driver, waiting for a call. That's basically what he did. And then, yep, the call came in, and he was ready to get the ball on the net. Now, NAU, a little bit more aggressive. I still feel like UConn is having trouble getting those clears. Maybe, the physicality they were showing up at the beginning of the game is not there anymore. And they're not having any response for the passes from NAU so far.
Far low scoring, but
That.
more strangulation technique here, and it's working for NAU. As they eventually just starve UConn for resources and they end up out of positioning after all the pressure. When it's all said and done, Noah's upside down at the top of the crossbar, trying to defend against 2. I mean, things have gone wrong when that's your that's your positioning.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not. They were not expecting that to happen. So yeah, bad positioning, as you mentioned. Weird positioning. I mean, it was the best he can do with the situation that they were in.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was UConn's fault. I credit that to NAU 100%.
Right. Still, I mean, they still have a chance. You can still have a chance here. Although looking dire, looking really dire. That was the ball movement from NAU, like really close off the net. That's been great. I mean, Gavin, you gotta be there. You gotta hit the ball, but it's so unfortunate that you can't get the hit that you want. The ball still ends up in front of the net, and then you have another person in there who actually scores the ball.
Everybody missed that ball. That was interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Gavin should have gone sooner. Like, didn't you risk leaving a big opening in front of the net?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a tough call. I'm not sure exactly what the answer is defensively, but NAU find the go-ahead, find the 3-1 lead here. On track to send us into a Game 5. Unless Noah can do something about it, and he's Beast with some good defense. Still, Gavin and UConn are sticking around here in the zone. Got a touch from Noah. Who's going to go up, chase it down. Ball ends up in Chronicle's lap, and they find the clear. Good pass back, good shot, good save from Gavin.
You can finally looking a little bit better, and I say that with a grain of salt. But yes, they're making better contact with the ball and playing a little bit faster. That it has allowed them to get a few clears and a few moments in the attacking position, which is something that they didn't have, since minute number 2, I guess, of the game. So. Yes, attacking a little bit better, which is something. It is. I mean, they might not be able to get this game, but at least they are in better shape, going into game number 5 after that. That's it. I mean, yes, you're pushing a lot, so that's gonna allow NAU to have plays like this where they find an open net with a shot from the midfield.
Sure. I mean, it's kind of the equivalent of pulling your goalie, right? I mean, UConn are just trying to go all aggressive. So your positioning changes there when you're down by 2 and 15 seconds to go. Don't really fault it there. It's all eyes on Game 5. It's going to take one last set of 5 minutes, maybe plus. determine who will win this series.
Well, it is.
How awesome would a Game 5 OT be? That would be awesome.
This is the problem now. Okay, so we go game number 5. We're gonna switch servers once again, right? And this time around, NAU has only played once in that server?
Twice.
Twice.
Unfortunately, they've only scored three goals total on that server. They have scored 11 goals total on the East server, or the West server, rather. So it has definitely been the team with the home field advantage, quote unquote, has won each of these rounds.
Yeah.
And we're headed back to East.
Can't deny it, then. I mean, I'm not gonna be devil's advocate here with the ping anymore. Okay, so it seems to be working. If game number 5 goes for UConn, then I can't say anything else. That's it.
Another interesting point here. I mean, this kind of came to. I was just told by Sky, our big brain behind the scene, that UConn was considered the home team for this match. I mean, as of such, that's why they got first pick on servers. That could be a determining factor here for this series. And reminder, this would hand NAU their second loss of the entire season. I mean, this could be a tough way for NAU to start off spring. And oh my goodness, what a bolster of confidence it would be for the Huskies.
It's funny that we call it home court advantage, because finally we can use that term in esports. Somehow, because we don't have a field ourselves. We don't have a court of ourselves for each school or something like that. Where the crowd is just being annoying. It doesn't happen very often, but I mean, it's a server. It's a server. A few hundreds of milliseconds better of gameplay, and works.
I actually got to see some esports home field advantage rip Overwatch League.
Well, they're coming back. They're coming back, so that's good.
Anyway,
in some capacity.
In some capacity.
Yeah. That's a good one. They gotta force the clear. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, nice touch from Gavin. Chronicle will intercept that, and Galaxies is all. I think Beast was still deep. Not going to end up mattering. It's going to be a touch from Galaxies that eventually finds the clear, and our team's kind of reset into a bit of more reasonable positioning.
Ooh.
Nice pass. Wow. Good shot. Better save. Noah keeps it at a 0-0.
I thought that was going to be the opener. I thought that NAU was going to have that one. By the way, I feel like NAU is playing so solid right now. They, whatever they did, they learned on those 2 games that they played on the server. It has given them a lot of knowledge, and they are not suffering from the ping anymore. They know, okay, so maybe we have to play a little bit more space out on the field. Maybe we have to be fast but not overly aggressive. Whatever it is that they're doing, it's working fine. They're keeping the pressure. They are controlling the ball a little bit better than UConn, and the shots, they don't stop. You see NAU attacking the whole time.
I still say it's a mental thing. I stand by it, yo. I stand by it. He's not able to find the clear on this one. Gavin's going to play out of the corner and has Shiro there to work with. Ran out of boost and didn't like what they saw, so they're going to kind of reset this attempt. Shiro does not get the bump, but Galaxy's able to win the 50, so the ball bounces out awkwardly. But Noah is there to push it back down into the corner. And UConn try to set up for something else. But Beast with a big clear here, and you can expect NAU to get aggressive on the back of it. Chronicle, put it on the outside, able to get over one, but Gavin gets the touch and the steal. Still Galaxies is in this fight. Roach and Shiro wants this ball back. Good move from Shiro. Able to get over the midfield line and out to Gavin. And here comes UConn.
Good attempts by UConn. Another shot. This is going to be the easier one for to save. To actually get the clear. Not as powerful as the other ones that we have seen. The ball up high. It's going to be Gavin just being there to make it awkward and giving his teammates a little bit of time. However, Galaxy with the midfield pressure, doing good. Shiro up high. Now, how many he can deflect? He goes over 2 defenders. Oh my God! They crumbled. The defense crumbled on that one, and UConn is able to get the first goal.
Ooh, what an outstanding play! It's Noah that just comes in from the outside, but Shiro starts this thing off beautifully and is able to not only get the ball towards the net and really set that up, but gets huge contact onto Chronicle during that 50, and Chronicle gets thrown completely out of the play. Oh, completely. And it opened up that thing wide. What a goal from UConn to start this off. Ooh. Chronicle now looking to tie things up. That one spits out to the side of the corner.
Really wanted
still
to see
here.
That Okay, that goes in.
no.
That goes in. You know, sometimes the flashy goals, they don't cut it. It's gonna be like a slow motion kind of a 20 miles per hour goal. You know, that's what goes in. It's fine. It's fine. We'll take it as well. So we got a tied match right now. Yukon, they can't celebrate nothing at all. You know, NAU is still fighting, and I mean they're also fighters. You can say they're giving Yukon the respect that they deserve.
Yeah, Noah actually dashed forward instead of doing the flip, which would have gotten that save. They hit the right buttons. It was just slightly off timed, and they dashed instead of flipping. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Woo, nice shot. Beast is there. Not enough power on that one. Shiro throws another one in, but Galaxies is still in position. Beast comes from the outside, but the ball kind of pinches out towards the middle. Favorable position for Galaxies to clear the ball all the way down. Anything you can do with it? The answer is not a whole lot. Not unless Chronicle can win this 50. Wouldn't call that a win as the ball bounces right back down into Shiro's lap. Noah wanted a demo, couldn't find anything. Galaxies comes away with the ball.
Oh, he goes on there. However, somehow Gavin is able to hit it. He has a full tank now. Opportunity going for the shot himself. He got it. They didn't jump for that one. They were crossing their fingers, hoping that the ball will actually pinch and go away. But no, Gavin masterfully waiting for the right moment to actually hit it back after it hits the crossbar, put it on the net, and now we get Yukon up by 1 with 1 minute left.
I don't think Beast was even looking at Gavin. I think Beast expected Chronicle to get that touch. And Gavin just avoids Chronicle's able to sneak around. My goodness, what a goal. Take the lead, and Gavin with a steal almost had another one. Galaxies manages to find the ball somehow through that mess. 45 on the clock, Yukon with the lead. Chronicle playing it out of the corner. Noah comes up from behind to get the touch, and Shiro finds the steal. Both Shiro and Gavin now in the airs. Gavin will push it down. Beast loses the 50 right in front of the net. Chronicle comes forward. Ball doesn't clear good enough, and Shiro's able to force it back into the corner. 25 now on the clock as Gavin steals it from Galaxies. Has Shiro in the middle. Doesn't need it. Gavin gets another one. Yukon might have just put the dagger into the 7-1 Lumberjacks.
Seems like it. It seems like it. And just getting the reason and putting it up high. I mean, the reason was so quick that he was able to fold Beast because, you know, you see that air dribble, you're thinking, okay, the ball is going down. There's no way he gonna be able to put more height on that ball. And no, with the reason he was able to do so. Now the pass is good. This is gonna be the 4th one.
Done.
And Yukon just sealed the deal. They are for real. They gave NAU the 2nd loss of the season.
Incredible. What a start for Shiro and company. Yukon, you absolute beasts. The Huskies are here to play. The warrior spirit comes out. Oh my. Like, that's the only team that has been able to beat NAU right now is RIT, y'all. Like, for Yukon coming into this 4-4 and to start spring semester off with a big 3-2 victory over the Lumberjacks, this could propel them to new heights.
Man, they gotta be feeling really good right now. Really solid. The performance was amazing by everyone. I think Gavin at the end was the star player, but we saw Shiro doing so well as well. So I'm impressed. I'm really impressed, and the so fluid, so effortless. It seems from Gavin. That guy has skills. He has hands. He can definitely pull ball. So I'm excited to see them in the future. I mean, I don't know who we're gonna have if we're gonna have any interview afterwards, but I just want to hear their thoughts because this was a hard fought series, and they should be celebrating this quite effort.
It was a difficult win. Like, that was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible effort. Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. Incredible effort here from Yukon. Let's see, Mr. Producer Man, do we have an interview coming in? Oh, okay, awesome. We are going to get a chance to talk to the Huskies. Your wish shall be fulfilled, my friend. So give us a break. We're going to give us a moment to take a break. We're going to get that set up. When we come back, we're going to talk to Yukon. We'll see you in a minute. back in the flow of things. We're back in here for spring. What's the outlook coming in? How's UConn feeling coming into the spring season? Obviously feeling a lot better after this game than perhaps going into it. But what's the forecast looking like for the Huskies for spring?
Honestly, we're really optimistic. We have a new manager on board. We also have a coach on board as well. So we're grinding. We're scrimming every week now. So we're putting in the hours, putting in the work to try and get our team together. And looks so far that we're doing a good job. So I'm proud of the boys.
I'd certainly say so. Is there one thing? Obviously, it's soon, and so it'll take time for a coach to develop and really have impact. But is there one thing that comes to mind as far as coming in this game today that the new coach or manager might have imparted on y'all?
Comms, definitely. We've always kind of struggled. Yeah, we've always kind of struggled with comms. Sometimes we get quiet, so it's nice having people like that in our group, knowing that we can work on that a little more. So.
Awesome.
You've been having throughout the season some really tough game number 5s. You know, like going there and then not being able to deliver at the end and not taking the series. What was the difference here on this game number 5? Because you guys took it early on, and then by the end you were just cruising against NAU.
Honestly, it was just the servers. Those West servers are. Those West servers were terrible. Like, I don't think any of us could read any of the touches that they were getting. Like, we'd go up, and then all of a sudden the ball would just be by us, and we were like, what? I think at points I was at like 120 ping. So it was really bad. So it was really hard to read. So once we got back to East, it was definitely a lot better. We could see that we were beating them a lot more. So it was good.
Yeah, do you really think that? I mean, the ping make a difference? I mean, I was proposing on broadcast that it's a mental thing, that since you're going into it with that mindset, that it's actually it's almost a placebo effect where the mental thinking about it is more impactful than the actual ping itself. What are your thoughts?
I mean, there's definitely like a placebo with the mental, but like it was definitely really bad for all of us. There was points where I was just like, wait, how did that ball get that high? Like, it was just it was ridiculous at some points where I'd see someone touch, and then like it wouldn't go anywhere, and then rubber band straight up in the air, and it was just ridiculous at some point. So
that's the thing. I was telling you that when I played, because I played at 8 pin and I played at 80 and 120. 120, I feel it, but 80 and 8 to me is the same. But I'm a low level player. Like, you guys are high level. You're playing way faster. So the reading capacity of you guys have to be like really on point. So I buy it. I mean, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt here and trust that the ping was a big issue. Regardless, you came in strong and you were able to deliver. So I mean, throughout the whole series, whenever you were playing your best, you really look like a top contending team. And the mechanics were there, the passing plays were there, the follow-ups were there. That's something I complain a lot, that sometimes the follow-ups are not there, that the ball just lands in front of the net and there's no one to actually get it. And you guys seem to be really having a good communication. So if the manager is helping you on that, kudos to them, really doing a solid job for you guys.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. We already love him. Same with the coach, and yeah, we're putting our grind in this season. I think we're going to have a good run this semester, spring semester especially.
Keep playing like this, and I have zero doubts that we will be talking with you a lot more here as the spring season goes on. What's your coach's name, if you don't mind me asking?
LC Coro. LC Coro. He's our coach, and then LC Coro, so CORRO. And then Ignited is our manager. So shout out to both of them. Awesome. Even though shout outs haven't happened yet. Shout out to both of them.
I can't believe your squad didn't have a coach or manager before this. Like, that's always been super strong.
It was kind of like when Anton was here, it was kind of just like the players would just get on and play with each other. But then I took over, and then we kind of had like coaches on and off. Like, it wasn't really like someone that was going to show up first every week. It was kind of just like an occasional coaching session. So now we got Cora on here. He's going to be here every week. So it's good. It's good for us.
That is awesome. Well, big congratulations. I mean, monstrous win over NAU. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you get out of here besides your new manager and coach?
Shout out my Pookie Bear Galaxy. I know he's in the chat. XU Galaxy. That's my Pookie Bear.
Amazing.
Shout out the team. Noah Gav. Love those guys. And shout out UConn Rocket League. Love everyone that comes and supports us.
Well, look forward to seeing more of your squad, my friend. Good luck on the rest of the semester. We'll talk to you again soon.
See ya.
Always a pleasure to talk to Shiro. I mean, hey, what a start, what a change, and definitely all optimism from UConn moving forward into the spring 24 semester. This is going to bring us up to our last break. Well, I guess second to last break of the night. But our final match of the night is just around the corner. It's going to be the Blue Hens. Delaware take on Montana State when EGFC returns. And well, you Delaware, they took that one personal as they went on a rampage after that loss.
Well, it happens. Sometimes you need like a slap in your face to wake up and maybe, I mean, you see, we were talking about Tushiro and they just had a new manager. We see how UTA just brought NK, was it right? The player.
Yeah, exactly.
So these teams are making constant changes, and some of the changes will actually, lead to better performances sometimes. So hopefully that's the case, and maybe, I mean, who knows what Delaware did, but they are doing way better. We see the rosters here: Stellar, Scooter, and odds. How would you
odds? Yes.
Odds for that one for Delaware.
Yeah.
Ham, Chef, and Pros. I love Montana because they got the ham and they got the chef to cook, and pros do whatever they do, but the ham and chef they go together.
Yeah, both of these squads have been around for a little bit now. Montana State coming in 3-5. Coming off of the back of an 0-3 loss to UTA was how they closed out the fall semester. So hopefully they've got that one well into the rear view. And come in here and start spring off strong, but man, this is gonna be a difficult opponent. I definitely give the edge to Delaware here.
I want to see the chef cook. What can I say? No, I've seen Montana State play a little bit more longer than Delaware, so I'm ready to be amazed by Delaware themselves and see what they bring to the table. Again, I mean, this has been a learning day for us. I think from the get-go, from watching George Washington play for the first time, you and I, but and now seeing how we're gonna see the chickens, what was it?
The Blue Hens.
The Blue Hens, not chickens.
Blue Hens.
The Blue Hens. Here again, the Montana State University.
And a little correction from what I said in our last game. The home team gets to call a coin flip. And if they call the coin flip correctly, then they get to choose which server. Which, again, we have Delaware taking on Montana. Once again, we are on opposite ends of the country here for this matchup. University of Delaware was the home team, did get the call, and does have the Eastern servers here to start things off in Game 1. And as such, you can see the ping difference.
Yeah, 88, unplayable, definitely. So that's good. Hey, it's green to make you feel like a placebo effect, like make you feel like you're good, but no, that's actually yellowish going to orange, going to red. So any pro will tell you.
Now, hopefully it stays in the green here for our teams today. Minute already down here in Game 1 of this matchup. So far, not a lot to speak of as far as shots or aggression. It's been a bit of a vying for position, kind of feeling each other out in this early minute. Ham had a chance at one there. It was a little off the mark. Opening goal not found just yet.
I don't know. I mean, if I'm UD, I'm telling you right now, I will force it to the game so it stays with orange and blue. That light greenish color that they have will give me a headache. Like, I don't know. It feels weird. I mean, it's good for your opponents. They kind of a fluorescent going on here for the opponents, but for them to see that color the whole time, that's awful. Stellar, looking stellar right off the bat with that shot. That was a crazy 50 by Scooter. I mean, not only winning the 50, but also making it such a great pass for Stellar. I don't know if that's calculated or not. That Scooter just placing his car in the perfect position to that play.
I mean, and it certainly looked like Stellar was trying to indeed use the bumper and gets the crazy bounce off at the 45-degree angle. For Scooter, he'll put that one home, or other way around, excuse me. Scooter with the pass, Stellar with the shot, but a wild 50 to get that centered up right in front of the net, no less. Montana State have an opportunity here, or at least had, before Chef got demoed. The clear comes through, and the Blue Hens go on the attack.
It's a weird bounce, and Ham was able to read it. Another pass here for Stellar. Oh my God! Okay, is that the combination? Is that the combo? Scooter to Stellar every single time. Look at, I mean, Ham make it as good as he could, but somehow Scooter knew that it wasn't gonna be a great clear. You know, he knew that Ham was gonna have it tough on that play, so he decided to stick around and then go for the pass.
Definitely the Scooter Stellar show. These two have connected on plenty of goals here for EGFC, and 2 already. Another opportunity on this one if Montana State cannot stabilize. Scooter's going to win that 50. Shot blocked by Ham. It's a double commit to make it happen. Stellar will get another look here. Got a third touch, as a matter of fact. It took 2 saves to keep Stellar out of the net, and Stellar's still coming at you.
And Scooter was waiting for the pass. He was trying to go as fast as he could. And Scooter not getting any passes, was getting a victim while he was rotating back. Luckily, Pros didn't hit the ball quite good, but somehow UD Delaware they just had people just fighting each other from the same team. Another demo here, starting to rack up on those demolitions, on those kills. The guys from UD. They have the lead, and they want to just extend it even more. When the midfield Stellar, this is gonna be a pass for Scooter. Scooter a little bit too far away for that one. Odds decide. Okay, I mean, I'm not part of the show, so I can just relax in the back. We're still winning, so I don't have to do anything. Taking it easy, but just playing smart.
Yeah, we got a rare touch from Odds there just now. Stellar's gonna sneak one under. No way that goes in. What? You have got to be kidding me. What was that? It looked like Stellar just moved that ball. that was so bizarre. That was a weird goal.
It was so tough to actually defend that one, because you see him, you think he's going high, then he decides to go low. So okay, you defend low, but at the same time he places the car in a way where he's gonna just block your clear. And your teammates are so confused by the whole action. What's going on here? I mean, where is that ball supposed to go? So yeah, no way. Especially with 88 ping. You're not reading that ever. So I'm just exaggerating the ping. This is not that big of a deal. But anyways, yeah, no way to read it. And now final minute here with 3-goal lead for UD.
But Odds almost got through past. Scooter's going to take a shot at this one, but that one's very high. No, they're not really in a position to get a follow-up shot, but can pass it back out. Scooter pushes it back. Rose gets it. Can't escape the corner. Odds pressed up. Stellar with another shot. This one up high. Odds will not get the follow-up. Just didn't get good contact on the ball. For Pros is there to bump him off. Still, MSU cannot escape their third whatsoever. Scooter will finally allow MSU out as they will reset for a kickoff after goal number 4.
Yeah, they keep hitting the ball and just finding ways to open the net. After so many times where you're on the net waiting to see if it's your time to actually get out and get the clear and get the ball away from the attackers, you get desperate. At some point, you decide to leave and then open net, and that's the opportunity that they were waiting for to actually score on you. So UD looking really solid here. Now that's gonna be a goal from Odds. Nah, no way.
Third man stepping up. We saw Odds getting a lot more involved in the play there in that last sequence. Comes in. I mean, look at that, right in front of the net. That's a screamer in. And the Bobcats have been noticeably quiet.
They're getting extinct. They're getting haunted here. It's tough to watch.
I feel like they're on an endangered species list right now, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, Odds! Odds with back-to-back goals, and this one is a beaut.
So good. Okay, Odds, I'm not gonna make fun of anything else up from you. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's total respect.
Yeah, that will do. That is acceptable.
Approved. 6-0. This has been the quietest team that we have seen. I mean, I think every other team either keep it competitive or score something. But the 6-0 here. The Bobcats are just, I don't know, frozen. Winter is not their time at all.
16-2 in shots. I think that pretty much just says the story right there, doesn't it? My goodness, that was a one-sided affair. All Delaware, all shots all the time. Odds getting comfortable enough to come in and make a play there towards the end, able to score a couple of goals because, well, we never really saw the yellow half. So who needs your third man back there? Why don't you get up in the action, Odds? That's exactly what we saw.
I'm glad that he actually, you know, showed himself a little bit and decided to play offense. You know, as a teammate, getting the pass and also by himself, doing the play from one corner to the other. So pretty good deal. Now we're switching sides. Hopefully, this benefits the Bobcats in some way because they do definitely need it.
We'll see if the placebo mental ping effect will benefit the Bobcats as much as it has the rest of our teams here today.
You're gonna keep with it. You're gonna keep with it. It's a placebo. It's not real.
It's not real. It's just placebo. Not real. Thing is not real.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, if MSU just turn around and score 6 goals in a row, then I will eat my words. Like, no doubt. Good defensive move there, and MSU thought they had daylight. Alas, it was still nighttime.
Let's play him once again. We're going off the corner here. Going for the boost, Stellar. We're just waiting a little bit too long, and Chef was able to cook something. Not too much. Just a light soup. No one's gonna eat it. Moving, Stellar moving the ball. Catching the ball out. Oh my god, I guess this is gonna be one of those plays from him. He actually got the demo from Chef, and now shot on the net. That was so close. I mean, still close.
Out.
Somehow, Ham was able to cover that and get it out of the way. I don't believe it. That should have been a goal for UD, and no way you're gonna tell me that Ping was not the culprit for not getting that goal.
Oh my goodness, Ham with an incredible save and Pros with an incredible goal. Oh, I'm still just reeling from that sequence in the net. That ball was halfway in the net for like 5 seconds or so. Nuts. And now Pros will break the seal. We'll get the first goal on the board here from Montana State. The hardest goal to get. Goal number 1.
I love that chat is complaining about the robbery. You know, if we had a VAR, if we had a video replay, they would ask for it at that moment because that was so close to being a goal. Anyways, yeah, Pros got a one. About to eat your words about the 6 goals from MSU. You know, they're on the way now. They're on the road.
Hey, you know what? Nothing would make me happier. I love seeing a good underdog step up and overperform.
Woo!
Pros, an opportunity
Pros.
here. Oh, couldn't quite get the deflected land.
That was a. It would have been nasty redirect.
That would have been a nasty redirect, yeah.
Opportunity here. Oof, nice defense. Scooter keeps the ball still on the blue end zone. Stellar just waiting for the pass that will not come in. Oh, it's very smart. I like it. I mean, I was making fun of him at the beginning, not being involved in all the plays, all the attacking plays. But he is the third man that will allow you to be very comfortable. You know, like you know he's gonna be in the back, and he's, I mean, so good. He's so reliable that you can play. You know, if you're Scooter and Stellar, you can do your plays with knowing that he's gonna be in the back. However, the Chef is able to get that ball, I mean, all by himself, and no one there helping. It's just a Chef going against everyone else. All 3 players went through Chef's cam, and they were not able to stop him.
I mean, you know, you're talking about odds playing up and Stellar playing back. I wonder if them being in different positions might have caused that, you know, bit of a dilemma there. Might have caused that problem. Allowed MSU the opening to get that goal. Odds still playing right up front. Does finally rotate back. Stellar, ooh, couldn't quite get the double tap. Good touch from Chef to clear that one away.
It was a good read by Pros. Not allowing the easy clear. Chef now putting a little bit of pressure in the midfield. Scooter going high. No bump. Scooter and Stellar trying to find each other once again, but the Chef was able to just got it close and not allow them to play anymore.
Interesting. We see odds pushing up again. Then rotates back. Scooter was trying to come in, but it was This tough ball went back in their own zone right at the moment they tried to rotate. Odds will get another chance here, but Chef is able to stick with that one. Ham decides to just push it into the corner. Play off the wall to clear the ball away, but it's intercepted. Scooter comes in. Stellar tried to take a look at the net. That one blocked by Pros. She get an opportunity. Ooh, takes an odd bounce. Chef is able to get to it. Still centering pass denied. Rose wins a 50. Scooter will get the touch. Played it off the wall, 50. And Delaware trying to get into the blue half. See if they can get rid of this goose egg.
Definitely less plays. Oh my god, that was a great shot by Chef. Just getting everyone off guard. And I was saying less team plays by UD, by Delaware. They're not as, I mean, they're not getting the passes that they were getting in game number 1. Meanwhile, MSU just being able to hit those shots from far away, or just beat Delaware on the midfield as well, which is something that we had not seen on game number 1. I don't know, man. I don't know. The ping theory starts getting more alive, you know, as we
I know,
see
right? I was thinking the same thing. I'm starting to question myself in my theory about this placebo ping. May not be a 6-0 yet, but MSU have managed to shut out University of Delaware when they only had 2 shots for the last game. That was an interesting series of bounces.
Last minute here. I mean, last half minute here, 30 seconds. UD, again, I mean, not shooting anything and not being able to pass the ball. It's getting harder and harder. They shoot on net. They haven't been able to cut in the midfield and get some shots. But at the same time, it's only one shot and that's it. And somehow, you know, MSU always have someone waiting for that ball on the net. So easy shots to deflect and nothing happened in the end. So, I mean, I'm sure that UD will be more than happy to switch sides now and get a better ping.
No doubt. No doubt. So far, whoever had the home ping advantage, whoever had the home server advantage, well, they shut out the other team. I will say,
it's about the same ping too.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot closer now. Well, I mean, Delaware still had 8 shots on goal. Still had more shots than MSU, mind you. I mean, it was 8-6 favoring Delaware.
But that's what I'm saying. That they were able to steal some balls on the midfield and actually attack. But it was just that. I mean, as soon as they stole it, they attack, and they didn't have the power. They didn't have, you know, the personnel to be up front and actually attack. So I mean, it seems like the ping might be the issue, but at the same time, it seems like MSU just decided to play better defense overall. You know, they learned how to control the ball a little bit more. I don't know. I mean, because the ping was very close, as you saw at the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see if any adjustments are made by Delaware. I can't help but wonder, you know, with some of the positioning, you know, sitting odds forward a little bit more. Were they trying to give their third player a little bit more, you know, time on the attack? Maybe get more used to that. Thought they perhaps had an advantage in this series, and so they were trying a little bit different formation. I could be completely off the mark on that. I mean, here we see Scooter and Stellar making a connection, making a goal right out of the gate. 9 seconds in. Delaware right back on top.
Chef overcommitting on that one, just trying to get something done. And quite honestly, I mean, I think he had to, but no one else was on the back. So good start, definitely good start for Delaware. They didn't score anything on game number 2, so they definitely need this early goal here to start feeling a little bit better for themselves. And you see Stellar win the ball, avoiding the defenders. First hit, not a second one. Chef missing that ball. Delaware will keep the ball close to the blue zone. Yes, Scooter now with a pinch off the ceiling. Odds is gonna read that one, put it on the net. That was a great pass. Stellar missing the shot.
MSU have dodged a couple of bullets here in the past 30 seconds. Double demo there, but Ham is able to make the stop. Delaware can't take advantage. They'll lose control of that one and have to fall back here. Well, I thought they might have to play some defense, but a good clear, and they're able to rotate back forward and keep some pressure on. Nice stop. Ball still in the lower third. We're playing on the outside. Takes a bump. That's enough to send them off the ball. Ham's able to find the steal because of it. And here comes MSU.
I think UD is looking a little bit faster this time around. You know, they are being able to challenge better in the air. There's going to be a pass for Stellar. Stellar shooting into the net. It was too far away. I mean, that was an easy one to save, but still, they keep the pressure. You see how they're able to dribble the ball. Now Stellar with a double tap and maybe pass for Odds. Odds. Oh, that was so close, but Pros was able to make contact with the ball and avoid that goal.
Oh, it was, I mean, just barely. And that was, I mean, we talk about Rocket League being in a game of inches, it's a game of pixels on that one, but Odds will get it back. Another opportunity to get that second goal in. Odds staying involved in these series.
Yeah. I think he decided on game number 2 that his teammates were not scoring as much as they needed to, so he got more involved in that one, and keeps doing that on game number 3, which I appreciate a lot. And that play as well, tough one for Chef to read, and that's gonna be a goal for Pros. Chef, redeeming himself after not being able to clear the ball before. He beats Stellar off the wall, and then that second touch, just beating another player. That's a great play by Chef, cooking really hard, and Pros finishing it up.
That was spectacular. It was fast. It was real fast. Great decision making from Chef in the blink of an eye. Like I said, I mean, just beating a couple of different Delaware players to make that one happen. Good touch from Pros, intercepted by Scooter across midfield. Ham comes up and didn't really have much to do with it, just bounced it off the wall, and Stellar takes it away. Pros does rotate in, continue fighting for the ball along the midfield line, but Odds puts a shot in that rolls all the way back towards the net. It's going to allow some room here for Delaware to potentially push in. Say that, Ham actually ends up carrying it all the way down to the other side.
It was a great block from Ham. Sadly, for MSU, no one was able to continue that play, but he had the great effort and great energy to just push forward. They're trying to steal the ball here, going off the corner, and Pros missing that one. It's only up to Chef now against Odds. Oh my God! What a redirect! Feels bad for Chef because he was the only one, and Odds was like, I mean, you're too slow, dude. I mean, you should have been there, but I'm gonna make it for you, okay? I'm gonna hit the ball, just put it on the net, and make you look like a fool.
Oh, I love the start of that play where Odds is flying by and uses the nose of the car to tap the ball down, and it just drops, like it just sinks, drops like a stone, and it sets up the one-timer there at the end. Oh, that was awesome. That was such a cool play.
Looking strong Odds. And 2 minutes left here on the clock. Yes, there's time. I mean, yes, MSU still can do something, but UD controlling the action way better at this time of the game. Look at the passes now. Odds finding Stellar now with all the full tank. Chef doing his job. Scooter Odds, a weird double commit in the air opportunity. Pro has to turn around because the hand doesn't have anything on the tank. That was a good attempt. Keeping the ball here close, and Chef will fly over, trying to get it away from Stellar's hands, but Stellar read that like a book. It was an easy one for him, passing for Odds. Odds up high. He's got the second one. Maybe another pass, and Chef was able to save that one.
Double commit on the other side. Almost really cost Delaware. This Pros was headshot a wide open middle, but they're able to stabilize, get back into the other side, and they've continued to throw a couple haymakers towards the MSU net with 60 seconds to go. Possession is a very good thing. It's a matter keep the ball out of Bobcats' hands. Delaware will move up to match point.
Well, the Blue Hands getting the deeds here in game number 3. They're gonna close to getting the advantage on the series, and that's a big deal. I mean, especially on the series where we're switching servers almost every time, right? So you wanna go up until on game number 4 with the lead, especially because you're probably not gonna have your favorite server, but then after that you most likely will have game number 5 on your server if they actually go to the game number 5. So this is big for UD in terms of strategy, on server strategy, and they didn't get the 6-0. They didn't get the dominant victory that they had on game number 1, but still, quite dominant here. They felt like the superior team. They kept more control of the ball, and definitely the flashier plays ended up on their
MSU had like one shot
and one goal.
maybe 2. Okay, they had 3.
Yeah,
Pros did have 2.
Ping difference was a little bit bigger, wider now.
A little bit,
You know,
for sure.
Just
I
going
mean,
to the 100, 100 is almost, like kind of noticeable in my opinion. That like really noticeable. So.
any way you slice it, Montana State are gonna have to win on an Eastern ping if they want to take the series. So I mean, if they win here, we're headed back to Western servers. I mean, presumably Montana State are going to choose Western servers. They have the option. So they'll need to win that, obviously, and send us to Game 5. But if they want to take the series, they got to win in the East.
I agree. Yes, you're definitely right about that. I mean, even if they win this one and go back to AS, they're going to have an effort. I don't think they look totally clueless on this time around. Yes, there were some moments where they whiff some balls, and I mean, uncharacteristic because these guys are really good. I mean, I have seen them play before, but yeah, it might be that the pink play them a hard card, or maybe they're feeling the pressure from UD. Either way, yes, you're right. They're gonna have to win one in East, but now it is West time, and it is their time to shine.
Shot, start things off. Is that one gonna drop? No, just a little too high. Ham narrowly misses on an opener. This pass goes around odds. Still, they're able to chase it down into the corner, and the ball spits out. What a pinch! And Stellar's the one who draws first blood.
UD, they changed servers now, and they're still playing as a team. They're still going for the passing plays, which is something that didn't happen on game number 2 for whatever reason. So you saw the pass for Odds. Odds actually didn't hit it towards the net. He didn't catch it on time, but he was able, to keep it for the teammates. And then at the end, it wasn't a passing play per se, but just being there and make it awkward for MSU allowed them to actually get the goal. That ball to go in the net with no one contesting it. So really good start for UD.
A good start, I'd say. Odds taking another look here. That one was a bit high. Stellar's second touch was more of a pass than a shot. Ball play down at the corner. Ball's going to spit out the other direction. MSU finally able to get it out of there. Now they're going to stabilize. Trying to work quick, see if they can get it back in, but not able to set up for anything in transition. Ham is still sticking around here. The touch out of the corner allows Pros a look at the net, but way off target.
Chef being able to actually get the ball off UD's hands. Scooter's gonna try to keep it on theirs, and that was good. I mean, great speed from Odds, just too fast. I mean, this guy is great. He's so solid. He's really solid. Scooter with a shot, and somehow MSU finding a way to stop it. Ball going backwards into Ham's hands, but the Hams, I mean, if you check too far, too long to actually get into the ball, Odds is gonna be in your face and steal the ball from you. So MSU doing some things right, but not being able to attack that much on this game number 4.
Delaware trying to break the home field advantage curse here. That going for the past 2 series, seems like. Interesting look, as Pros has to go at an awkward angle to push that ball away. Doesn't get credit for the save for it. Odds waiting in the middle. Stellars has to take a shot themselves. Second touch spots out wide. So now approach at the corner. No 1v3. Odds rotated back out. Gets past Ham, but Chef is there. Plays it off the wall. As it goes back towards the middle, greeted by Odds at midfield. Scooter with a good touch outside. Odds is there. Stellar's going to head to the middle. Odds centers it up, but it goes over Stellar's head. Back out to mid.
Gotta enjoy how well UD is complementing each other and just covering for each other's spots, spaces. It's, you see it, like that play over there. I mean, Scooter didn't even have any boost, but he was just waiting for the possibility to keep the ball playing on the blue zone. So they are very aware of each other's surroundings and just trying to cover for every single opportunity that they have. Another shot here. It was a near miss. And they keep it there, keep it very tight. Scooter is not gonna allow the ball to go anywhere. You see how Pros and Chef are bumping to each other. Now opportunity. Odds going with the ball backwards. Scooter and Stellar finding each other regardless. And Chef decided, okay, let me try to give Pros the ball here. Pros now opportunity. The shot was good, but Stellar just covering all the net and getting the block that they needed.
Rose will get another touchback and send it in. Still, I mean, just a 1-goal game here. 75 seconds to go. Wanted that one to go a lot deeper than it did. Rose will get a touch. Has no boost to work with, though. And Scooter gets the ball away from Chef. Bit of a 1v2, dances around, gets the touch after Ham hits it. Scooter's still sticking with this play after basically going through all three MSU players. Ball's gonna spit out. That's no. That's how the series is gonna go on that note, huh?
We
can't finish it like that one. Oof.
That was a hell of a clear. That was great.
That was a clear.
And that was definitely calculated. That he went and he decided to hit it as hard as he could. Let's put it on the net just because. But great one by I think it was Taylor on that situation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, and now 2-0. MSU, who has been trying hard but not quite getting the goal anyways. And now they have a 2-goal deficit. This is looking dire for them. Maybe the redirect here. Oh, that was close off the post. And they were not able to catch it. Another shot, but odds it's there to keep the net safe. One more time, maybe? One more time, another save by Center. I mean, how many shots they need? But they're trying. They're really trying. They're putting some power behind it. But UD is just having other plans.
Oh, that was absolutely the 3 best looks we'd seen from MSU. I mean, the past 2 games. Oh, still, they just couldn't make it happen. Delaware's able to hold on. Here's the seconds weighing down, and it's Delaware who will win on an opponent's server choice. We're gonna close out this series 3-1. Delaware starting off spring looking good here. Their record will move up to 7-2 overall in season 5.
GG's, man. GG's. UD, they made the adjustments. We saw it before. You know, the ping difference wasn't too big when they played in this server, so it wasn't. I don't think it was such a big deal for UD. MSU, they played their best, but they were not able to figure out the defense from Delaware. I think Odds and company, they were just too good defensive wise. They once after game number 2, they said, okay, this can't happen anymore. You know, we're not allowing this to happen anymore. Our offense was off. Our defense was nowhere to be found. Let's regroup, guys. It was a slap in the face that they needed to wake up.
Oh my! I feel like the entire top of the ladder has just been shaken up. And Delaware is certainly one of those contenders, one of those we've been watching for the rest of the season. But I fully expect to see them in playoffs there. Come towards the end of the spring semester, and could absolutely be the team that takes it all this year. Okay,
so are we getting an interview for this one? Maybe, hopefully. Hopefully we're gonna get someone from Delaware in the
we got Stellar coming in.
Yeah, we do. Okay, awesome. So we're gonna give our producer some time to get Stellar on the way, ready for the interview. So we're going to a short break, and we shall be back with Stellar to ask him whatever Jeff and I wanted to ask. I mean, whatever it is. Let's go to a break.
We are back here for our final interview here for week 1 of our spring 24 season. We got Stellar on the line on the back of a great win over Montana State. Stellar, thank you so much for joining us. You look mighty purple today. Congrats on the dub.
Yeah, that's the lighting in my room. But yeah, thank you guys.
You caught me off guard a little bit, I will admit. I wasn't expecting the overwhelming amount of purple.
You know, I had to replicate the lighting in our esports arena best I could, since I can't be in there right now.
You know, I should be getting something like that because I have it all white here, but I should be putting some color lights.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the,
get
the
some
lights,
color in
the
it.
lights are nice.
All right. Amazing win today. I actually want to talk about the final week of fall because I didn't get a chance to ask you about that. You're the first team to put a win against RIT. And the reason I bring that up, because it really feels like the whole top of the ladder is kind of shooken up, and anybody could win this. Am I mistaken? You had a funny look on your face. Did I get my facts wrong?
No, you're correct. I was my mistake. I got RIT confused with UTA. But yeah, I remember that now.
Oh.
We did beat RIT.
Yeah, no, y'all were the first team to hand RIT a loss.
Yeah. I actually didn't know
And then
that.
you're coming in with this. Yeah. Now you're coming in with this big win. NAU ate a loss earlier today. I mean, it feels like the top of the ladder is really shaken up. What are your thoughts on who's the best team in EGFC right now?
I want to say us because I like to be confident in our team and what we
I
can
love it.
do. But at the end of the day, I really think that it's so volatile. Anyone can beat anyone. Like these really good teams like UConn, NAU, RIT,
It really feels that way.
UTA. It could go either way. Any of these games. So.
Well, did y'all make any changes coming into spring? What's your thought process? What's your outlook, goals coming into the spring semester?
I think the winter break kind of left us all with a little rust. So I think we still got a little more to do to get back up to where we were because we haven't started any practice or anything like that. But I think once that ramps up, then we're gonna start to get a lot better.
Gotcha. You feel like that rust might have been part of the cause of that game 2 loss?
Yeah, nothing was clicking on that one. We had,
Right.
we had some good offense at times, but positioning wasn't there. It just didn't click. That was all.
Yeah, Jeff, you stole all my questions, so I don't have anything else to ask. By the way,
I'm so sorry.
no. The thing is, you actually, you had a pretty strong game number 1. Then game number 2 was like I mean, we were debating here. Was it the ping or not? It seems like the ping was a fairly similar for both teams. Regardless, how do you come back after that? Because after game number 2, you guys did a full 180, and you were again, playing passing plays that you were not doing as well in game number 2. The defense was stellar. Was great. So odds was filling it for the gaps all the time. So I mean, was it something that you guys talk about and it was like, okay, we're not gonna let this happen anymore, or just like, okay, brush it off and that's it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because it would be easy to just blame the ping after that game 2 loss, but I told them exactly what was happening. I was like, this is what's going wrong. Our positioning wasn't good. We had good offense, but there was no one ready to be a second man for that first person on the ball. So I think we were able to make really good adjustments for that game 3 and close it out with some good wins.
Yeah, and definitely you did great because yes, you could have blocked the ping, but you knew you had to play on that ping once again, afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the case on game number 4. Game number 4, you guys didn't have the shutdown that you had on the previous matches. It seems like the offense wasn't as powerful in terms. Maybe they were doing better on defense, but you still play together. You still control the ball way more than them. Which I think is a key. You don't have to be scoring the whole time as long as you are dictating the pace of the game. So I think that's one of the strength of your team. It seems that way, and you really do have a lot of chemistry. I mean, you said there was a little bit of rust, but you guys didn't play at all, on the break, because I mean, from the get go, I see you and Scooter, you just clicking. It was like instant.
Yeah, it helps because me and Scooter are roommates, so we're both at our apartment right now. So I see that guy every day.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we've talked about y'all's synergy before, and I mean, y'all connected on some good ones right out of the gate for that 6-0. So, well, hey, Stellar, always a pleasure to talk to you, my friend. Thank you so much for coming and having a little chat with us. Any shout outs you want to give today here before we let you get out of here?
My parents, if they're watching, shout out to them, and the team, of course, playing a really good game.
Well, hey, thank you once again. Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
All right, there you go. always animated and always purple. Stellar.
I hope the
After that
parents are
Delaware
watching.
squad. I hope so too. I love the support of the friends and family. It means so much, seriously, y'all. For all the parents who are out there watching, I can't tell you, every player I talk to, doesn't matter the title, doesn't really matter the situation. The support of the family means oh so much. So I mean, love to see it. Love to see it. But that's Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's so fun to watch, to see family members watching their sons or brothers or whatever, because they feel like coach. Like the coaches, like they have the nerves and everything else. So it's so much fun to watch. But that's all I wanted to say before we leave.
Oh, it's a really good point. You're absolutely right. Does bring us to the end of day 1 here for Spring 24. We're kicking things off right. It was an amazing day. We had some unexpected results. We had a game 5, and I mean we had a lot of fun. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. Big shout out to Time Delight, our producer here today, the man behind the curtain, feeding me all of my knowledge and keeping me looking good, which is not an easy feat, by the way. So, well, thank you for joining us. Reminder, we got Overwatch tomorrow right here on EGF. Overwatch, and I believe on Brinks TV as well. Valorant on Fridays. Action all week long in EGFC. Go follow officialEGF on Twitter. You'll be notified of everything. You won't miss a beat. We'll see you next week for more Rocket League. Have a good night, friends.